Are you looking to save some money and you want to do so aggressively? Well, look no further. Today we're going to have that conversation and to give you 5 key steps that you can take in order to make that target saving realistic. Welcome or welcome back to Ira Living. I'm Kenya, and today we're going to look at some techniques that we can implement to aggressively save for a target as we've planned. Many people say they want to save, but they never actually action this. And some people do want to save, and it's not just something that they hope they'll be able to do, but something that they genuinely want to do, but they're not prepared to make the sacrifice that it requires. And the fact that you've landed on this video today tells me that it is your desire to change that area of your life so that saving becomes a possibility for you, and you want to do so by activating an aggressive saving plan. Well, thank you for joining us. And what we're going to talk about right now are 5 skills that you can implement. So here we go. An aggressive saving plan is going to also require some aggressive action. So the first thing we're going to focus on is managing our credit card payment. Now, many people use their credit card and they use it on a regular basis. And when they're repaying it, all they choose to pay is just the minimum payment. Now, when you do that, what you're doing is giving away a lot of your money in the form of interest. Now, the minimum payment works perfectly fine for the credit card company. It doesn't work for you. So what you want to do is to start to manage that payment a little bit better. If you're unable to pay off your credit card in its entirety before you're going to be having to pay interest, what you want to do is to start to make larger lump sum payments so that you can quickly reduce the balance that's on your credit card. And then once you've been able to do that, what you then decide to do is, once you're going to be using your credit card, you use it, clear the cost on it with your next set of income, so therefore you don't have to keep paying that interest, and reduce the level at which you use your credit card so that you don't have that recurring payment to be making, and instead you can start to put more towards saving. The second thing you will want to do is to examine all of your subscriptions that you have. Every subscription that you have, examine to see if they're actually something that you're using, and if you're using it regularly to the amount you're paying for it. Are you getting your money's worth? Because if not, then they are unwanted subscriptions, and therefore you can get rid of them and save that money towards what it is that you're aggressively saving for. The other thing that you can also look at are things like fees that you pay when you order from certain platforms, and also delivery fees. Those are things that you can cut back on, and where you can, you should do so that those monies can also go towards your aggressive saving strategy. The third thing you want to be able to do is to reduce waste. And when I say reduce waste, this comes in various forms. So one of the ways to reduce waste is to be specific about what you're shopping for in the supermarket, so you're not losing out on a lot of food produce going to waste at the end of the week and needing to throw them in the bin. That's your hard-earned money that you're throwing away. So instead, probably you want to write a meal plan and a shopping list, so that when you go to the supermarket, you're specific about what you're buying, and then the rest of that money can remain in your bank account to go towards your saving. Step number 4 that you want to take is to ensure that you buy reused where possible. So what you're doing is buying reusable items. Mean that you go online on any platform, or you go into stores where they sell reusables. Some people are selling items that they've bought, they've had in their closet, or they've had in their house. They've never used it, and they now want to get rid of it because they're clearing their space. And that would be a lucrative investment for you, because you're getting a good quality product and you're getting it for a reduced price. And therefore you can save your money that you would be spending if you were buying that for full. In the same case with the reuse, and similar approach to that is to wait for the sale. And when the sale period comes around, you buy the things that you want then, if you don't want to go to the extreme of buying reuse. Because when you buy in the sale, you're buying it at a reduced cost, and those other money, you are able to save that money that you would have paid for it if it was at its full price. You still get what you want, you get it at a reduced price, and you get some of your money to save and to set aside. Now, the 5th one that I want to suggest to you is to invest in rewarding yourself. Now, what this means is that you are going to make sure that all of the sacrifice that you are having to endure in order to get to your saving goal, you are going to find a month, once a month, to reward yourself. Find something that you want to do that doesn't break the bank, and then treat yourself to that. It could be something like a manicure, pedicure. It could be buying an item that you wanted to buy but you haven't been able to. Or it could be that you're going to make it your one day of the month when you're going to go out and meet up with your girlfriends or with your friends. And in so doing, as part of investing in yourself and rewarding yourself, you also need to ensure that you have an automated saving format already set up. So you've got an account open and you're sending the money into it in an automated fashion. That means you don't have to second guess that the excess money that you've set that you're going to be saving is going into your account. And then what you do at the end of that month is you have a look at any money that you have surplus, and then you decide how much of that you're then going to add on to top up the saving that you're doing, because your automated saving is how much you believe that you're able to achieve. But when you implement the other 4 things that we have mentioned here, you will find that you have money left over, and some of those money can also go towards your saving. And because you're doing this aggressively to get to your aim, it means that you're going to use as much of that leftover money to then put over into your savings. It is also very keen to know that that savings that you've set up need to be one that is a high yielding savings account. So therefore you are getting the maximum interest on the money that you are then saving. Remember, financial literacy is revolutionary. It has transformed my life, and I believe it can do the same to yours.